Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast. Yes, the winds, they are still howling across the eastern plains. It is a windy day, not just across the plains, but along the I-25 corridor as well and up in the mountains. So we've got winds in the high country, and that is creating not just some dangerous driving conditions, a little bit of blowing snow, because we certainly got a good amount of snow up in the high country. Some of those ski areas a foot plus with this system, but it's also creating some avalanche danger with that heavy wet snow, big layer atop some drier, lighter snow. You factor in that plus the winds, and that does create some avalanche danger. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the winds, just how strong they were across the eastern plains this morning, and we're going to talk about the fact that we're tracking another storm that looks to bring some snow Thursday night into Friday, even here in the metro area. We're going to kind of outline the path of that storm. We'll talk about temperatures also climbing into the 70-degree range in our 7-day forecast. So lots to get to today. So let's take you outside where we've got clouds overhead. So a little bit of sunshine, but yeah, those winds, they are still whipping out of the northeast, 36 miles per hour at DIA. We're at 42 degrees. Right now, current temperatures mainly in the 30s and 40s across the plains. And again, those winds, that is the big story, as we're still under a weather impact alert. And that goes until 5 o'clock tonight. That's when that high wind warning expires across the plains. So again, strong 40 to 60 mile per hour winds expected today across the plains, some along the I-25 corridor, I-70 heading east through the plains. Very windy driving conditions, those winds gusting up to 70 miles per hour this morning. We are tracking a little bit of afternoon rain south of the metro area and possibly even some snow. This is a quick moving storm. We're going to see a little bit of moisture move in the form of rain, snow. South of the metro, Castle Rock could run into a few folks driving through Castle Rock could run into a few snowflakes this afternoon after about 4 o'clock. And again, that mountain snow continuing through the day up in the high country. We do have still a high wind warning that goes until 5 o'clock today for the plains. And again, gusts up to 65 miles per hour, but we already saw gusts up to 70 miles per hour in Lyman, 71 miles per hour in Hugo. Current gusts, again, very strong. Wiggins, 43 miles per hour. These northerly winds are just howling across the plains. 39 miles per hour in Akron. We're at 33 in Sterling, 37 mile per hour winds in Keensburg, 47 miles per hour in Bennett. And still, I mean, even closer to the mountains, you get to Broomfield, we're still talking about 20 plus mile per hour winds, 26 in Golden. The usual windy spot of Boulder, not too bad, 18 miles per hour. But again, those northerly winds are going to shift to the west, so we're going to see that downslope factor. That's going to help warm up temperatures as we head into tomorrow. But it's also going to create some breezy conditions in the foothills, those usual spots, as the storm that brought us the heavy winds and a little bit of snow moves off to the east. We see those winds dying down and becoming more westerly as we head into the overnight hours and tomorrow morning. So we're looking at 50 plus mile per hour winds in the foothills overnight into tomorrow morning. Base of the foothills will certainly feel a little rocking overnight into tomorrow morning as well. Peak wind gusts for today: Hugo 71 miles per hour, Lyman 70. Centennial Airport recorded a gust 60 miles per hour, Denver DIA 58, and Fort Morgan 55. Taking a live look at our radar, again, you can see that storm system rotating and pushing off to the east that brought us the snow across the plains. Not quite the blizzard, the accumulation that we were anticipating, but again, you know, blizzard-like conditions can develop with winds 60, 70 miles per hour and only a couple inches of snow. But again, this system pushing off to the east. We do still have some scattered snow showers up in the high country, and that does include the I-70 corridor. Again, continue to make some tricky winter-like driving conditions as we head into the evening hours for folks heading up into the mountains or heading back down from the mountains today. Putting our forecast into motion, here is what we're looking at. We're looking, again, continued snow showers up in the high country, and then a little bit of moisture moves in south metro and south along I-25, and that does look to turn closer to the metro area. Rain, a little bit of a wintry mix the further you get south, and then transitioning into a little bit of snow. So that could impact the travel again south of Metro if you're heading out of downtown Denver towards Castle Rock this evening. That's where you could run into some snow and some potentially even some graupel, kind of a rain-snow mix in some areas. So this is 4 o'clock this afternoon, and while we're looking dry in Denver, just south of Parker, could see a little bit of a wintry mix. Castle Rock, again, we're looking at snow, and that continues into the 6:30, 7 o'clock hour. So Castle Rock, it's going to be a little bit of a snowy drive along I-25, I meant to say, this evening. And then it quickly clears out, just leaving behind just some isolated snow showers in the high country. You do still have a winter weather advisory. This goes until 5 o'clock this evening. For the mountain range, you see the area shaded in blue, another 1 to 4 inches of snow and 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Also want to talk about this avalanche danger. We have an avalanche warning. This is for the mountains of Summit County, so very popular spots. This runs through this evening, again, because of all that heavy snow and those winds that are howling up in the high country as well. Creates very dangerous situation and the potential for avalanche to be triggers, especially on those steep slopes. So just something to think about if you're thinking of heading up there in the high country today. Again, this expires this evening, but it's always just good to check on those conditions before you head up to the high country, especially after a situation like today where we have those strong winds and that heavy snow. So again, the winds continuing until about, I'd say, sunset, and then we'll start to see some relief from those winds as temperatures top out in the low to mid 40s. Forecast lows overnight, teens and 20s across the plains. Mostly sunny tomorrow. We got a ridge of high pressure building in. It's going to build in briefly, but it is going to give us some sunshine and temperatures in the mid 50s. So tomorrow, the winds significantly lighter, still maybe a bit breezy at times, but significantly lighter than today. So forecast highs, we're looking at mainly 50s, upper 40s, mainly 50s across the plains for tomorrow. And then I'm going to walk this through. I'm actually going to walk you through this. Do we have enough time? 7:09. We have a couple. I'm going to do this really quick, I know we're running out of time, but this is for this next system. We have 2 systems coming up this week that look to bring certainly snow to the high country. This is Thursday morning. We're seeing fairly widespread snow up in the high country. As for the I-25 corridor, pretty quiet, but then as we head into Thursday evening, a little bit of rain transitioning to wintry mix overnight. Again, we're seeing a little bit of snow in the metro area, but not waking up to much on Friday. However, then we have another storm system moving in for Friday evening, and that brings snow certainly up to the high country, and it looks like, again, snow down and around the metro area south along I-25 toward the Palmer Divide, and we could see some fairly significant snowfall closer to the Palmer Divide. Again, this is Friday evening for the evening commute. So that is something we're going to keep tracking to see if that does merit a weather impact alert, again, impacting the commute for your Friday evening into Saturday. And then we have high pressure building in Saturday afternoon into Sunday, and your Sunday is looking fantastic into Monday, where we're looking at a high of 70 degrees. So we've got a little bit more winter weather before we head into next week, and temperatures warming up nicely again at 70, your forecast high for Monday. That is a quick look at your weather on this Tuesday afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.